I have a confession. I'm a troll. I am an internet troll. You're looking face to face with an internet troll, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very proud of it. I'm not the typical troll. I'm not a troll that has a egg as my avatar or my favorite quote as my avatar. I'm not hiding myself. I'm not attacking no one. I'm not literally trying to create arguments in a derogatory way. But in the general sense of the word troll, I'm a troll. I'm willing to accept that. I'm a type of person, if I see a post that's outright biased or outright bullcrap, in my opinion, I speak out about it. Yeah, I don't really hold it in. I can't say everything because, of course, I would never have a way of making money or breathing or eating or sleeping if I called out everything that's bullcrap. But every Saturday morning, that's the only morning that I wake up probably after 9 o'clock. I sit in the bed a little bit and just, scroll a little bit. And it just so happened, I just have to react to some things. Majority of the time, it's about race issues or things that are outright biased against men, things like that. But I have fun doing it, guys. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I have very much fun doing it. It brings joy when I see somebody respond to my attempt to get a reaction. And I understand that some people may read it automatically and they just choose not to respond to it. Those people are very smart. But anyone who does react to it and reacts to it in an opposing way, I have a great time giving them the business. And the thing is, I'm not trying to be outright anti everything, but there are certain things that I believe society has done to highlight things that really don't matter. And if we take the time to focus on the things that do matter, I believe our country can go to a better direction. The world can go to a better direction. So what I want to do is give you guys an example of a couple of ways that I talk to people on social media and open up conversations and in order to get a healthy debate going. Check this out.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel so bad for her. Oh my God. Ooh, I feel so sorry for her. Oh my God. And I didn't even see the black eyes. Oh my God, I didn't even see the bruises. Oh, I'm just talking about how she looked. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. This is a post from Facebook. I forgot the lady name. I think it's on the feature post you're gonna see after this. But this is the post. Apparently, someone going through domestic violence, and this is what she said: "I wasn't going to do it, but I don't want no sympathy or nothing. If you so-called love a person, they'll never make you walk around like this. This isn't love. This isn't nothing. This is abuse. Take my advice, ladies. Don't let so-called love blind you. I should have taken my, hashtag, I should have taken my warning." She should have said taken, but who am I to judge someone speaking properly or not? So guys, as you can see, she says she doesn't want any sympathy or nothing. But yet, she posted on Facebook. Yet, she has a hospital bracelet on. I don't understand it, quite frankly. But, of course, majority of people had nice things to say, telling her to get out of the situation, telling her that she deserves better, yada, yada, yada. But you know how I am. I had to put my perspective out there. And here we go. I replied to her post, "Sorry this happened to you. Violence is never the answer. However, we all know that there are three sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth." I didn't get no likes and it took about a whole day for somebody to respond to it. So Anthony J. Booger Burton replied and stated, could have kept that last part. No, excuse me. Could have kept that laced part. And me being the sarcastic guy I am, I said, did you mean last? He replied, yep. My reply to him, you could have kept your reply to me, but you didn't. Why not? Because this is a public platform and everyone is entitled to their opinion. Just because you don't agree with mine doesn't mean I'm not allowed to express it, sir. And he responded with the classic phrase, like I said. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but that's one of the most ignorant responses you can ever say to somebody. If you're doing that, please stop right now. And then I replied, although you believe that I could have kept it, it's what I said, not a fact. His reply, the last thing she need right now is a dumb A comment like that, but I stated how I felt, and that is all. Debating with my own kind, I don't condone, but you have a good one. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Up until this point, I was starting to question the masculinity of my brother, Anthony J. Booger, because that was definitely a feminine response. Not being offensive to the ladies out there, I'm just stating that a lot of times when you debate or talk to women, they like to get the last word. So they want to say what they say and move on and not allow you to finish. So I responded. So you are able to degrade my comment and end the convo? Rather noble of you, shaking my head. And he happened to love that post. Love that comment, I mean. So he stated, there's a time and place for things to be said. This definitely was not time for that. And I replied, how do you know that? You still did not answer my question. What I said was fact. I'm of the opinion that people need to be loved with truth. If we are being completely honest, social media should not be aware of this domestic dispute. This should strictly have gone to the police or handled in-house. I refuse to make assumptions and accusations stating that one person is totally at fault without being aware of the full details. Rather, I would like to encourage my sisters to not put these type of personal issues out to the public. For some, it could lean towards an attention grab. And here's where my faith for Mr. J. Booger was restored. He replied, understandable. I stated, have a good one, my brother. And he replied, you too. Guys, we all know there's no real argument with logic. So I'm sure it's why he wanted to end it or he just was done with the conversation. Either way, to me, this was a great debate. But guys, as we all know, in almost every single freaking domestic dispute, there's always two sides to the story. So we should never rush into it. We should always investigate and look into it or allow everything to play out. So what I did, actually, I went back, and social media is so, you can't lie on social media. You telling yourself pretty much more often than not from the things you post before. So if you forget to delete something, you may want to go back. But I had to go back in this lady's timeline just to see what preceded this, what led up to this, and I found it quite interesting. Okay, guys, so the first picture I showed you guys was about 10 o'clock on November 25th. This one is about 9:03 p.m. November 25th, and it says, there is no more me and Reggie. When a nigga can beat the F out of you and have you 3 inches of your life, then a nigga never cared. Words to the niggas, men, boys, or whatever, stop putting y'all hands on these women. That makes you look like a biatch, and it's gonna get you somewhere you don't want to be, jail or prison. Now, as you guys can see, like I said, November 25th, 9:03. Let's keep going. All right, guys. So this one is November 24th, a day before, at 9:47 a.m. This is what she said. She says, "Guess I'll stay out here for a little bit while long." I'm sorry, it's hard to read their post sometimes. For a little bit while longer, and then go home. I've been away from my palace for too long. Home sweet home, I'm coming for you. So as you guys can see, based on her post, she was not at home for a while. So something has to happen for a woman to not be at her home for a while. We hear a lot of times men leave their house, you know, for a period of time after an argument and stuff like that. But for a mother to leave her home, and mind you guys, this is a mother of at least 4 children I counted, on her Facebook post. But something has happened that let this lady not be at home, and she's on her way back home. This is the day before. I think we're getting somewhere now, guys. This is November 23rd at 8:40 p.m. She said, "Bruh, I really hate having effing intuition. I know I'll be right. And right now my heart is not right now my heart is talking to me. Oh, what? OMKS. I have no clue. Stupid AS." Now, guys, we can only assume, because we don't know, but we can only assume that she's talking about somebody cheating or some type of issue going on at home, because whenever a woman talk about intuition, we all know they're talking about some type of relationship issue and that they feel like they know things. We can argue about that another day, but obviously something else going on here, guys, which probably would led her to leaving the house for several days or for a while, whatever she should call it. But yeah, so now we're starting to get somewhere, guys. I think we get to the bottom of something happened with her man. She left the house. She finally went back home. And when she got home, she's apparently didn't find a good greeting. Something happened, guys. It's more to the story. We got to connect the dots. All right, guys. This is November 23rd at 9:53. This is Thanksgiving, guys. 9:53, guys. Some reason else, she needs to stay off the internet around 9 o'clock a.m. or p.m. She just needs to stay off. But this is what I believe happened, guys. And this post, I believe, sums it all up. She said, "I really hate the holidays, especially when I don't deal with my family except my mom and brother. But we got our own thing going on. But one thing for sure, I won't be miserable. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Enjoy y'all day, loves. Laying in bed all day until my eyes close." Okay, so she laying in bed all day till her eyes closed. So either she was at home before she left home, before she got an intuition and all that, or she, was at somebody else's house. Regardless, she was in bed. But this is what I think, guys. I think she was seriously feeling down about her family, because I know my side of the family, we're close, but we don't celebrate holidays well. So like every holiday we get into it. In particular, we have arguments about not spending time together or whatever the case may be. I feel like a lot of families go through the same issue. And because that is the case, I think a lot of people retaliate on their spouse. Their spouse may have a close-knit family or whatever. Sometimes they may retaliate. Who knows? I'm just digging in based on stuff she posted, guys. But you guys can read that bottom one all you want. I think that's her talking something good about her man at 9 o'clock again. Letting her stay off the internet at 9 o'clock. Anyway, guys, I want to point out, too, look at her likes, guys. Look at her likes. 8 likes, which I'm not trying to act like I get a whole bunch of likes on my Facebook. But this is what I want to point out, guys. This had 8 likes. Before this, she had 2 likes. The one before that, 2 likes. But the one about domestic violence, the one she put the post, just typing it out, what happened, got 10 likes, which is more than what she averages. But the one that she put the pictures up, she had over 50 to 100 likes and comments I can't remember the exact numbers, but I know she had over 100 comments. That's what I meant by attention grab, guys. I think she went into this seeing an opportunity to get attention from people. Why else would you put pictures of yourself up like that? If you're really trying to help somebody, you would do that after you've already overcome your situation. Because we all know there's a very high probability that Reggie coming back home. Very high probability that Reggie will be back together with Amara Lachey Pritchard, whatever her name is, guys. We know it's a high probability. So what's the point of putting this stuff up right now? In my mind, guys, I can't assume. Yes, I can. I've been assuming this whole time. In my mind, guys, this definitely was an attention grab, seeking the attention of others, hoping to get sympathy, and everything she said she did not want, I think she actually did want. All right, guys, this one here is a post that was shared by someone else that I commented on, but it was originally done by a guy named Mitchell Nicarima Speaks, I believe, and he's a motivational speaker. I believe he's a Muslim, however you say it, but he says a lot of good things, but some things I don't agree with. But this post I definitely did. Basically, he just putting a post out, and I encourage you guys to find it and go ahead and look it up on Facebook. It's just basically stating, is there anything we can hold black women accountable for? And I thought it was a great post, and I thought it was some great insight. But guys, if you remember, just a while ago, had that conversation and debate with Brother Booger, and we got to the point where I said something logical he couldn't argue it, so he just stopped the conversation. It's like he understand. He's not saying he agrees, but he's saying he understands. But you saw two men had a conversation and were able to leave on good terms. Let's see how this goes. So we have a lady by the name of Roxanne Rose. She states he sounds like a rapist. Now, guys, I would have you guys to look at this video for sure, because I don't know how in the world anyone can say someone sounds like a rapist. That's something I've never heard in my life, but it gets better, guys. She says, and black women are always the first to get bashed. Anyone use the word bash, you kind of cancel out everything else you say after that. Just letting you know. My ex got pissy drunk at a party and passed out on top of a speaker, and nobody bashed him. I promise you guys, watch the video, you'll see how irrelevant that comment was. I stated this was not a direct reply to Roxanne Rose, but I did reply to the original person who posted. I said, "Thank you for sharing this, my sis. Apparently the lady above me heard nothing he said," shaking my head. She replied, "I heard a bunch of misogynistic, victim-blaming garbage. Of course you would appreciate this being shared. You benefit from patriarchal, I'm sorry guys, I ain't the best reader, and sexist society being in place. I heard him holding black women accountable not for their actions, but for the actions of others. We teach 5-year-olds to be responsible for their actions. He's in effect saying that the moral code of black men is lower than that of a 5-year-old child." I replied, "I appreciate what you're saying. However, I believe he is stating that society as a whole and the black community has held men accountable for their actions and non-actions. There are countless amount of platforms that state what black men should do or stop doing in order to help our community for the most part help our community. For the most part, black men agree that we need to I probably meant step up as a whole and be the husband, fathers, etc. that we create, where we were created to be. Where are the platforms that call out the role of black women? Having that role that black women have in the downfall of our society, and black women accept it. He's stating that there are issues that are directly a result of black women's actions. This is not a new concept. Sister Ali has been trying to get black women to see this since the 80s. She stated, we have examined everyone for the problem in the black community except the black woman. White man, woman, and black man all accept their responsibility. The black woman has not. In my opinion, they will not. Here is a video of her talking about this dynamic. She replied, I hate her too. She disgusts me. Women can be misogynistic too. And black men do not accept their responsibility. Black men all know women who've been sexually assaulted or harassed, but no one knows any rapists or harassers. Okay, my sis, the fact that you are using the word hate lets me know that this conversation isn't going anywhere. I'm not saying that felons own up to their actions. When people say that black men need to take care of their kids, do you see a crowd of black men denying that? No. He literally did in the video. He asked, when are we going to hold black women accountable for having a baby with a man knowing he didn't take care of his other kids? First of all, men lie. Second of all, that's not an excuse for men to take care of their kids. Sis, you can't be serious. I have a YouTube video sharing my full stance on what you just stated. Check it out. Shameless plug. Alert. I'm dead serious. I'm not going to watch because it's not worth my time when I know the truth. Right when I got pregnant, my daughter's dad filed for custody of his oldest daughter, and it was all for show. His own mother lies for him. The difference between me and the other mothers is that I don't give a bunch of chances because I truly don't need the help. His last chance was last month. He told me he was going to come see her and didn't show. Then he tried to convince me to let him see her the next day. Now he has to wait until she asks to see him, and she can't talk. So good luck. And I rarely complain about my BD, which stands for baby daddy. I stopped giving a F a long time ago. He has to deal with his own conscience. It's not my problem. And it's not my responsibility to make him a better father. Now, guys, please tell me the end of that just makes sense to y'all. You just told this man he can't see his baby until your daughter asks for him, but the daughter can't talk. But yet, you want him to be a good father. Please tell me where that makes sense, guys. I think Roxanne Rose is probably one of my least favorite people in the world. Just my opinion. My sis, rule number 1 in a healthy debate. Never bring your personal experience or emotions into the conversation. It dilutes everything you stated. This is a global conversation. It's impossible for you to apply and accept logic if you only view things from your personal lens. On that note, I say I love you, my sis. I love your natural hair. Ha ha ha. And I wish you the best going forward. You're a condescending piece of and you're not my brother. I have one. His name is Khalil. You choose to disregard my views because they don't align with the narrative that demeans women. I was giving you an example from my own life because my business is my business to tell. But I know many more stories like mine, some far worse. And you prove everything I hate about this video. Now, guys, please tell me where in everything I said was condescending. If you knew me, you would know that I wasn't being condescending at all. I was genuinely being nice to you and paying you a compliment on your hair. But okay. You disregarded everything I said before you did it. That's condescending, whether you feel it is or not. We were having a debate about general and global issues in the black community. You began to state what has happened to you personally. That's not a productive debate or conversation. So if that's how you want to have the conversation, I choose to not to be part of it. I always try to leave every interaction on positivity. I apologize if it came across any other way, but it was indeed a positive gesture. So I'm not part of the black community? That's a BS excuse and you know it. You and all the rest of the hoteps, I'm not sure what that is, can positively kiss my but that's the difference between black men and black women. Black women spearhead the Black Lives Matter movement because we listened. Guys, tell me, to your knowledge, how effective really is the Black Lives Matter movement? Is the fact that women are spearheading it and no other community, no other race is spearheaded by women? Do you believe that has a lot to do with the negative impact that Black Lives Matter really has? I'm just stating my opinion. I replied, you win. Well, whether I did or whether that's a thinly veiled attempt to dismiss me again, my daughter wants to play, so I can't continue this conversation. My reply, thanks for giving content for my next YouTube video. I'll be sure to tag you.
And as you guys can see, those are two topics that are very heavy and two topics that people have various opinions on. I, for one, love to give a global perspective, what I feel to be a global perspective, and not gear anything towards a direct group. But I do know that there are certain groups that the world tends to protect a little bit more than others, and I'm here for those who are not protected. So with that said, guys, I would like to give a forewarning out for those who follow me or that I follow. And let you know, I love you, everybody who follows me. I love everybody who I follow. Otherwise, I wouldn't be following you. But I would like to say, let's be sure that we're being unbiased with certain things. Let's be sure that we're not doing anything just because it fits our narrative or making things out to be something that really is not. Let's look into the things in totality. Because we know in life, everybody has a different perspective. And there's always three sides to every story. There's his side, her side, and the truth. So let's not come to things as if I can control the narrative, what everyone else would think. Keep in mind, this is social media. Social media means that if you put something out there, you have to know that there's someone that may have an opposing opinion than you have. And they have every right to relay that opinion, the same right you had to express yours. So be sure that you are ready for whatever opinion that you may receive, whatever anti-approach that you may receive. Be sure you can handle that before you put it out there. The worst people on social media, and probably some of the worst people in the world, are people who try to control others' opinions. Don't do that. If you want to seek this attention out for this particular topic, be sure you're ready to handle what comes after.
Guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you don't know already, my name is Mel on Mars, and Mars stands for music, athletics, relationship, and spirituality. Every Sunday, I release a spirituality video. Every Tuesday, I release an athletics video. Every Wednesday, I release a relationship video. And then we top it off on Thursday with a music video. Guys, this is a thing that's growing and growing every day. And I want you to be part of the universe.
if you haven't already, when you see my beautiful, stubby, chubby face pop up right here, I want you to subscribe. I want you to hit that button and subscribe to my channel. It's going to be some great things going on that you don't want to miss out on. Also, if you look in this corner, you will see a video I got with YouTube, and I told them, hey, I want to spy on all these people. Tell me what they like to watch. This video will be best for you. Check it out. You don't want to miss it, guys. Be sure to turn on the notification so every time a video pops up, you will see it first. You'll be able to give me your instant reaction. Guys, again, let's be part of the universe. Let's be part of Mel on Mars. Let's grow. Peace.